Yo, what's good everyone? It is GlitchXCity here, Brent shut up, and today we are here for our NPBL Week 3 matchup against Blitzburg, coach of the Toronto Tyranitars. Great name, just great team name, as said by my friend. But if you guys saw the last battle, spoilers, I don't care, but we did win our match against the Tyranitars Rose Raids, sorry, and coached by Barigo, if I recall. So that battle should have been up about 2 days ago on Friday, if I'm right. No, Saturday, because this goes up on Monday. But other than that, if you guys missed out on what I did pretty much just explain in the last video of this league, but we basically took over the team. As you can see, we are the Chicago Beartics, and that was the previous team name of whoever the previous original owner was. I decided to keep it, and we're gonna roll with it. But other than that, we're 1-1+1, as we did pick up a nice 4-0 victory. And this matchup right here is gonna be one of my most toughest ever, in my opinion, because his team is actually really bulky, but it also hits really hard. And like I said in my last matchup, I have absolutely no bulk on this team, like legit no natural bulk in my opinion. So we're going to try and put on the offensive pressure, but we're going to run some wacky sets as well. But other than that, we're going to get right into his team. He's going to get right into his roster, and we'll talk about that. As you can see on the screen, we do have his roster, and I wasn't kidding, guys. This man has Mega Beedrill, Infernape, Cresselia, Xurkitree, Hydreigon. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I know last week I said, like, oh, this man has this, and that, and like it's impossible to beat. And yes, I do know it's Pokemon and all, but like this team crafted a pretty good team in my opinion, and our team is legit bad. But other than that, we're gonna get right to his team. As you can see, he has Starmie. Starmie is base 115 speed, really good special attacker with analytic. It's a complete monster with Life Orb, Rapid Spinner as well. Infernape could be pretty much mixed. It's a Z-move user as well. Base 108 speed, fire and fighting stab are pretty much insane. Does get stuff like Fake Out and Thunder Punch, Slack Off, Rock Slide, Earthquake, like whatever you need. This thing has like pretty much probably the most coverage in terms of move pool on this whole entire draft. Cresselia is a dick. I'm not even gonna talk about it. Crobat, I don't want to kill Batman. I love Batman. Granbull is just could be a physically defensive wall with Intimidate. Does get a decent amount of coverage as well with Close Combat, Crunch, and you know, all that good stuff. Does get Heal Bell. And Overheat, you gotta watch out for that Overheat, because he could bring it for Aggron, so I wouldn't put it aside. So it also has his Magius, pretty well-rounded Pokemon, base 105 special attack, base 105 speed. Could be a nasty plus set with Shadow Ball and any other coverage you would need. Mega Beedrill, base 145 speed with the adaptability. It pretty much hits, like pretty much murders everything. And I've been stung by a wasp before, so I would know the power of a Mega Beedrill. And he also has Xurkitree, one of the most threatening Beastmons. Base 173 or like base 178 special attack. Decent speed at 83. With a Tail Glow, this thing can actually be a monster. Choice Scarf is also annoying, as well as my only electric immunity is Crocodile, and it does get destroyed by Dazzling Gleam and Energy Ball, both of which Xurkitree does have access to. So he could definitely make some predictions, possibly get a substitute force in my Crocodile. I don't know. Predictions are going to be so annoying. He has Hydreigon, Life Orb by Dragon with Draco Meteor. Absolutely bodies my team. I mean, like I said, I have no bulk. Lucario can catch a Fire Blast, Crocodile can catch a Draco, Zapdos can catch a Draco, Aggron can catch a Fire Blast. Primarina is basically like the only thing on my team that can take a hit from it. But depending on the spread, if it's Specs, that's like the worst case scenario. Has Rhydon, one of his Rock Setters, really bulky with the Eviolite. Hits decently hard, could be better than its actual evolution in some scenarios. And last but not least, he has I don't know why, but he ordered some extra large Bose sound system, and apparently it does damage, and I have no switch-ins. But other than that, we're gonna get right into our team. As you guys can see, we have King Kong the Darmanitan, first time making his debut appearance. We got the Choice Scarf, because you know Choice Scarf is like the best items to ride on it, or Life Orb. But we're not running Life Orb. As you can see, Darmanitan naturally against his team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Pokemon naturally outspeed Darmanitan. So, and like at least 3 of those Pokemon can run Scarf. So I mean, although we are Scarf, I mean it's gonna be great because I have enough speed and I can be adamant, which is great, and I have enough speed to outspeed a Mega Beedrill if it's max speed, not timid, jolly. I mean, if he runs base 15 special attack, Sludge Bomb, Mega Beedrill, props to you, man. But we got Flare Blitz for main stab, Taunt is really nice for stuff like Cresselia if it ends up being a problem. Taunt for Rhydon if he predicts me to switch and I go hit and he goes for rocks. I can taunt maybe Granbull if he goes for Heal Bell, taunt for Crobat if he tries to roost up, so stuff like that. U-turn for initiative, and we have EQ to hit the Circuitry and the Infernape and the Rhydon for pretty decent damage, if not Oko. Not really much to say about this set. Their main attack could definitely late game sweep, but like Choice Scarf, Flare Blitz, alone max attack, Adamant is definitely going to do damage. Starmie either gets 2-hit KO'd or 3-hit KO'd. Mismagius dies, Infernape doesn't even want to take one. Cresselia to a certain extent, if I get rocks up, probably doesn't want to take one. And other than that, the only other switching I could think of is like Rhydon. So Rhydon, I don't really have much Rhydon this week, but I have one main thing. But other than that, we're gonna get right into our next Pokemon being Windows 10, the Porygon Z, and that's probably one of my favorite sets this week. But we were running a max HP, max Spadef set with leftovers, adaptability with Tri-Attack, Toxic, Recovery, and Substitute. This is basically my Cresselia check, as I don't really have much to like kind of check it on point other than probably Espeon. So the main thing that would suck if he clicks Toxic, all my Porygon Z switch in, but if I have Espeon, as you guys will see next, then I feel like he'll be hesitant to bring that. But basically the scenario that I'm predicting is that I bring Porygon Z, I click Substitute, he goes for Toxic, I click Toxic of my own, and then that'll be my main way to basically wear it down, as he can't have any other way of getting rid of that unless he has Heal Bell. Unless he has Heal Bell on Granbull, or if Cresselia for some reason has like Psycho Shift, but in which case it has to break my Substitute. Psychic does not break my Substitute. I didn't calc Side Shock, but Psychic doesn't, and if Psychic doesn't, Moonblast doesn't either. Adaptability, Tri-Attack, because Tri-Attack is our only offensive move, and with the adaptability we're hitting hard. We're hitting so hard that, like, if you look at his team, the only thing resistant is Rhydon, and that doesn't have reliable recovery, and basically everything on his team other than like Mismagius and Granbull and definitely Cresselia, everything on his team gets 2-hit KO'd. Starmie gets 2-hit KO'd, Beedrill gets 2-hit KO'd, Inferno gets 2-hit KO'd. Like this is perfect. I'm a max Spadef set, but base 135 special attack, I'm still hitting hard. So I really like this set. Not really your typical Porygon Z set. It's not a Porygon 2, but we're gonna try and go for it. We have recovered because we need that reliable recovery as well. And next up we have Sakar, the Espeon with a Tanga Berry with the Magic Bounce, of course. Synchronize. I don't think I need Synchronize because he'll probably just assume I have Magic Bounce. We have Psychic, Wish, Protect, and Dazzling Gleam. Enough speed to outspeed Infernape. Max speed Infernape. We have almost max HP, 12 in defense. And the idea behind this is that, well, seeing that his main threats, in my opinion, are the Infernape and the Hydreigon, Espeon both counters, or not counters, but naturally outspeeds them both. So the scenario I'm thinking of is that I bring Espeon on either Infernape or Hydreigon, and I should outspeed both of them. However, if they outspeed me and go first and click U-turn, that means they're Scarf, and that gives me information, which is very valuable. And if they go for U-turn and they outspeed me, I do have the Tanga Berry, and Hydreigon isn't usually physically offensive, so I should be able to eat that perfectly. Infernape, it's not Life Orb, so I should be able to take that no problem as well. And I do have Wish Protect for that reliable recovery. I could bring Morning Sun, but I think I like Wish Protect because Protect is also nice for Infernape if he somehow has like a Z move. But I guess that wouldn't make sense because he doesn't outspeed me. But Wish Protect is just nice because Protect is just nice for scouting overall. And Wish, setting a Wish off to my Mega Aggron, as you guys will later on see, is also nice. So next up we have one of my also favorite sets that we're bringing this week. We got Evermore the Dusknoir with the Life Orb with Frisk. We are basically a Trick Room. Wait, why are we adamant? We're supposed to be brave. We're a brave Nate. Wait, I think we're supposed to be adamant, right? No, we're brave. We're a brave ghost. We're running almost max HP, max attack, adamant, brave with 12 in defense, Shadow Punch, Earthquake, Trick Room, Ice Punch. This is basically my main way to basically clean up late game. So Shadow Punch, Okos, Starmie. I kill Inferno with Earthquake. I can possibly 2-hit kill Cresselia. I Ice Punch the Crobat. I Oko Mismagius, I Oko Beedrill off the rocks. Earthquake actually does more. I 3-hit kill Exploit, I 3-hit kill Rhydon. I could 2 kill Hydreigon with Ice Punch, and Circuitry dies to Earthquake. So this actually does work. Base 100 attack, I mean, nothing to laugh at. I mean, with the Life Orb, my max attack, this actually could do work. And, you know, I'm slower than most of his mons, so this can actually work out in our favor. So not much to say there. Next up, we have Alolan Thunderous. You know, nice nickname. Nice nickname provided by my good friend. We got Zapdos with the Light Clay. We got Static because, you know, like I said, Hydreigon, Infernape, and Crobat, and Mega Beedrill, those are kind of my main problems. So this is possibly my main way to deal with them. Predict the U-turn, go into my Zapdos, and we are physically defensive mainly with enough speed to outspeed I want to say a modest Circuitry. We have Volt Switch, Roost, Light Screen, and HP Water. HP Water does at least 70% to ride on if it's not Spadef. Volt Switch for initiative. We have Roost for level recovery, and Light Screen to benefit, or Light Screen to help on our special side, as we are mainly physically defensive, and then Light Screen is just good in general for stuff like Starmie, Circuitry, and the Hydreigon. So that's just really good there. And we have the Light Clay because, you know, you might want to extend it. And last but not least, we have Liberty the Mega Aggron. If you guys were listening, Wish Pass into the Mega Aggron from Espeon will be clutch, as we don't have recovery because, you know, Aggron's only recovery is rest. But other than that, we have Heavy Slam, Earthquake, Stealth Rocks, and we're basically max Spadef because physically defensive I don't really need because you know, we have Filter anyway, so Infernape we could take a hit. And the thing with Infernape and the Mega Aggron is that I feel like he'll bring Overheat or Focus Blast to hit Aggron on the special side, because that's more of the smarter route to go with. And Mega Beedrill, I mean, we don't really need physical defense for Mega Beedrill because, like, we're just naturally bulky and we resist its main stab and we're immune to the other one. Rhydon, I mean, we're still pretty bulky, and Hydreigon is mainly special. So running a max Spadef set is actually really nice. And this is also another good check to Cresselia, as we have Screech this game. So I wish Metal Sound this, but we have Screech instead. I have Heavy Slam for main stab, and Screech is mainly to force the switch on certain Pokemon like Cresselia. So say it sets up Calm Minds, Screech does go through Substitute, so I can Screech it, bring its defense to -2, and start Heavy Slamming. If it's max HP, max physical defense, a Heavy Slam to a Cresselia at -2 defense does at least 40%, and then it'll get to the point where he's forced to switch out, and unless he has like HP Ground or something like that, he's not touching me. So that's one good thing to note as well. And that's all we have for our team builder, if you guys already saw. So we got King Kong, Darmanitan, we got Windows 10, we got an Espeon, we got a Trick Room Dusknoir, and we got a Light Clay Zapdos. So we got some very interesting sets in my opinion, not really the usual you would see. But other than that, we're going to get right into the battle. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, we're back with the battle, and as you can see on your screen, we do have the matchup right here with, I forgot his name, with Blitz, bringing Circuitry, Starmie, Mega Beedrill, Hydreigon, Cresselia, and Infernape, Mega Beedrill, Starmie, Circuitry, Hydreigon, Infernape, Cresselia. Basically all the threats that I was expecting, or like the main threats to my team in my opinion. But other than that, we're gonna get right into this, and I'm actually kind of nervous because, you know, this game was a really interesting game. But other than that, we're gonna get right into it. And in terms of leads, I'm thinking of leading with my Espeon, as if he is scarfed with Hydreigon or Infernape, and if he predicts my Mega Aggron lead, I would predict him to either lead with Starmie, Hydreigon, or Infernape, because those all pressure Mega Aggron and is my only rock hitter on this team. So other than that, I'm going to lead with my Espeon, predicting one of those three. So we're going to lead with the Espeon, as he instead leads with the Mega Beedrill. So I don't know if this man predicted me turn 1 and read my mind, but I don't know. But other than that, I'm going to take advantage of this and go into my Zapdos to possibly get the static off. We are physically defensive, so we should be able to take this U-turn, as he does Mega Evolve. He does click U-turn, gets about 20% off, but unfortunately for me, we don't get the static. And he does bring in the Hydreigon. And originally, I did have enough speed on Zapdos to outspeed a max speed Hydreigon, but last minute I did change it, and I kind of regret it right now, because if I outsped right now, I wish I kind of just clicked Light Screen. And if you look at his team, I mean, like, I guess I ran physically defensive because I was scared of Life Orb Flare Blitz from Infernape. But other than that, I'm gonna go ahead. He clicks Dark Pulse, and he's actually Life Orb. So if he clicked Draco Meteor, I think I died right there. But I'm gonna click Roost, but he flinches me, which really sucks because I could have Roost stalled, and I know eventually I probably would have been flinched, but at least I could have gotten like a Light Screen afterwards at least, or at least Volt Switch out and go into the appropriate mon. But this is great because now I know that his Hydreigon is not Scarfed, making it easier for my Espeon to easily kill with the Dazzling Gleam, or for Darmanitan to outspeed and click U-turn, get at least 50% off. So at this point, because of that flinch, I'm basically forced to sack my Zapdos, as I can't really switch in anything else. I know I'm Spadef Aggron, but like I'm not even Mega Evolved, and I still take a decent amount, like at least almost a 2 KO. So here I'm gonna sack off my Zapdos. It was basically there to die. Basically there to die. But here, I'm instantly put on the back foot, as on turn 3, I lost my Pokemon, and we are 5 to 6. So here I'm going to have to start making some plays. So here I'm gonna immediately go into my Espeon, and by the way I brought this in here, I obviously outspeed, and I'm also giving him the notion that I have Dazzling Gleam, which I do have. So predicting the Cresselia switch, I'm gonna go ahead and double out into my Porygon Z, which is my Cresselia counter. So here we got a clean switch into Porygon Z as he does switch. I'm gonna click substitute, and this is great because here he clicks Toxic, and the plan is going all swell. But here I'm gonna go for Toxic of my own. He can switch out if he wants, but we do get the Toxic off on the Cresselia as he does click Psychic, and it doesn't break our substitute. And we're sitting in a pretty good spot right here, as here I can just now spam Tri Attack. He does break my Psychic next turn, but then I can simply click substitute again. I'm gonna click Tri Attack, get a decent 22% off, and he does click Psychic and break our sub. I was debating to possibly predict him to switch out, but here I'm thinking, like, I mean, I'm already in with Porygon Z. I might as well get damage off on something else. I'm gonna go ahead and click substitute again. He does switch out and go into the Xurkitree, so this is really good opportunity to get some major damage on the Xurkitree. So here I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna simply click Tri Attack. I should be able to take a Thunderbolt after this substitute fades. I'm gonna click Tri Attack, and we're sitting in a pretty good position as Porygon Z gets the instant freeze on the Xurkitree. And first off, I want to say sorry, because, you know, like, honestly, like, here, like, I know he did, like, Dark Pulse flinch me with the Zapdos, but as you guys will see, I'm gonna try and take advantage of this freeze. I'm gonna go ahead and click substitute as he does get frozen. So the smarter play could have been for me to click Tri Attack in case he, like, thawed out, but I'm gonna click substitute. He's still frozen. I'm gonna go ahead and click recover, and I do so. And if he breaks it right now, that's fine, but he does stay frozen solid, and I'm able to get rid of the Xurkitree really early with a Tri Attack, but all because of a simple freeze. And that is really unfortunate, because not only did it eliminate a huge threat, but, like, to me, I think the freeze mattered more than a flinch. I mean, like, freeze, like, I don't know what the Tri Attack percentage was. I think it's like 10 or 20%, but like, that really sucks, and I do feel bad. But I'm gonna feel bad even more. But here he brings in Infernape. I can get major damage on this thing as well. He clicks Flamethrower, and it's apparently special, but I'm gonna click Tri Attack here, and unfortunately he's gonna get paralyzed. And this Porygon Z is crazy. Like, it froze the Xurkitree because, you know, Windows 10 be freezing on you all the time. And the Windows 10 just paralyzed an Infernape because, you know, Windows 10 be, like, slowing down on you, because that's what Windows does. But I felt so bad because, like, you know, maybe you could say the freeze made up for the flinch, but, like, now I'm 2 for 1 for hacks on this Tri Attack, and we paralyzed the Infernape. And even if he was Scarf and outsped me, I ate it up. I was Spadef. But here he brings in the Mega Beedrill, and at this point, Porygon Z has basically done more than enough of what it was supposed to do. I got a Toxic on the Cresselia. I took out 2 of his major threats, and here I'm just gonna simply click Tri Attack. I don't really have any other, like, option. He does click U-turn. I guess he predicted the switch. I guess he goes in a Starmie, and here I'm gonna click Tri Attack. I'm gonna get some major damage off. And here, I don't live any hit from the Starmie unless he's, like, not invested and he's not Life Orb. But here I'm gonna go ahead and just click Tri Attack again, like, on the off chance he clicks Recover or something. But here I'm gonna click Tri Attack, and this man clicks Hydro Pump, but he misses the Hydro Pump, and I kill the Starmie with Tri Attack. So this Porygon Z just picked up 3 straight kills just because of hacks. Freeze, para, miss. Like, that's crazy. He brings in a Beedrill. I'm just sack this. I don't need this anymore, and it finally dies. I felt so bad because it is ridiculous. Like that's crazy. Like, how much hacks I got in those 3 turns, those 3 deaths of those Pokemon. But here he brings in this Cresselia. It's already Toxic, so I don't have to worry about it unless it has, like, Lunar Dance or something. But I'm gonna go ahead. I do have Screech in case this thing ends up being a problem, But here I'm gonna go ahead and click Heavy Slam on the off chance he goes on a Hydreigon. But I was considering to get on my rocks, but if he did switch out, I'm gonna click Heavy Slam. We get 30% off, and he's not actually max physical defense. So here I'm gonna take this opportunity. He might sack it right here. I'm gonna get on my late game rocks, get some chip on that Hydreigon for Darmanitan to clean up with U-turn, and get 25% on the Beedrill. So here I'm gonna go ahead and just pick this off with a Heavy Slam, and we should be Gucci. If I wanted to, I could have just like let it die to Toxic and give Porygon Z another kill, but I was like, nah. So here he goes on a Hydreigon, and you guys saw that he did click Psychic, and on the last Psychic before he died, he did get the Spadef drop, and it matters here as he does go for Flamethrower and does kill me off. And seeing that he only had Flamethrower and not Fire Blast, I would have lived it without the Spadef drop, but at this point I can't really like say much, considering that I got like those hacks that you guys just saw like recently. But other than that, we're sitting in a really good position. He has the Hydreigon in. I know it's not Scarf. I have a Scarf Darmanitan. U-turn should be able to pick up the kill here, as I do have speed and do pick up the Hydreigon with a U-turn. And at this point, I should be in a safe haven to like there shouldn't be any way I should lose at this point, as he does bring in the Beedrill as Dusknoir. I don't die to knockoff. I can click Shadow Punch and actually kill this thing. If something goes wrong, I can go to Darmanitan. I am Scarfed. Espeon does have the Tanga Berry, so I think we should be good to pick up this W, as he clicks Poison Jab, not knockoff, and we are able to pick up a win with the last Shadow Punch. Dusknoir picking up a kill, and we are 2-1 plus 4. If I did my math correct, we are 2-1 plus 4, and you know, we picked up a W. And like overall, like I would say, like definitely those hacks really did matter, as you know, Xurkitree and Infernape and Starmie could have like potentially put up some offensive pressure and problems for my team. But other than that, if you guys are still here, very much appreciated. Your Chicago Beartics, I gotta get used to that, are 2-1 like I said, and you guys are still here, very much appreciated. But other than that, I'm gonna get the heck out of here. This was GlitchXCity here, and I will see you guys later for week 4 of the NPBL.